They said the fire was holy, but the night remembers the names they burned in light. 1,000 prayers rose and none were heard. Faith was the torch, fear was the law, and the innocent learned the shape of smoke. They came with crosses, not with mercy, books in hand but not to read. They spoke of heaven wrapped in fire, gospel dressed in fear and greed. The mother who healed with garden bloom, dragged from her home to meet her doom. Truth was a sin and silence was prayer. They whispered of hell while poisoning air.
This is
the hammer of witches,
justice enthroned
in the hands of the vicious. Every scream became their law, every life beneath their oath.
Fear was the altar,
Blood was the creed, and salvation was built on the innocent bleed. The priest wrote names when the neighbors spoke, in jealous whistles wrapped in smoke. Midwives healing with earth in hand were called servants of a cursed land. They chained her wrist in the churchyard hall and stripped her home when the witches would fall. Children were forced to point and swear, calling their mothers the devil's heir. Pain was the key to confession's gate. They broke the body to prove the hate. They crushed the bones beneath the press, drowned them slow in righteousness. If she was silent, then guilt was known. If she spoke, her lies were overthrown. Property taken when flesh was burned. The orphan streets where the crowds had turned. Prayers were chanted while flames rose high, as justice watched the innocent die. The hammer of witches wrote their law, fear bound in ink and holy awe. To hunt the mark that proved her sin, they stripped her shame to search within. Old women healers, daughters to measure by lies men called truth. Marks were called the devil's sign, though terror itself was the real design. Faith turned to flame and love to ash. The future silenced beneath the lash.
this is the hammer
of witches,
justice enthroned
in the hands of the vicious.
Every scream became their law,
Every life beneath their own. We speak the names they tried to erase, the healer, the mother, the marked, the chase. No crown of ash, no fire throne. Truth walks free where the night wind moans. The burn will rise in memories light from silent graves across the night. Fear was the altar, power the need, and salvation was built on the innocent bleed.